You know, this isn't much to look at. Here, take a look at it. This is what you can get from a Photoshop. You can get the front lens of a camera. See how it used to be in a camera? See all the little numbers and things on it? And it threads in. They don't even make this camera anymore, at this style and model. So therefore, some of these Photoshops will have these lenses just laying around for who knows what. They just have a box they throw everything in. So that's what I was telling you about, that you need to go to these different Photoshop places where you can pick up these kind of little pieces of gadgets. Well, you remember this thing sitting on the table here? Well, I guess I'll tell you what it's all about. It's called a radiometer. I bet you've seen them around. A radiometer works with light and heat. But heat has more to do with it, and the brighter the light has something to do with it. Okay, this is a light bulb type thing. In other words, the gas has been pulled out of it, and you have a vacuum in there, and then very carefully balanced, because if you turn this thing upside down, these little paddle wheels will fall off. Now, I can make these little paddle wheels turn myself as I am right now, just bumping it. But I'm going to turn on the light, and I want you to see what happens. Look at that. I am generating some energy. I am taking the light energy from this lamp, and I am causing the paddle wheels to turn. See, now they're going to slow down. Isn't that awesome? Do you realize what you could do with something like that? You could build a gigantic glass. Sure you could. But anyway, I can actually generate energy. In other words, I can transfer light and heat energy to the little paddle wheels. The paddle wheels, you probably noticed one, it was black on one side and white on the other. You know what white reflects? It bounces light off. You don't wear black in the summertime because, man, it makes you hot. Dark colors make you warm. Light colors keep you cool. Colors. Do you know you have to be taught your colors? See that? Isn't that blue? Yeah, that's the color blue, isn't it? You've learned that. And this is the color, that should be kind of yellow on your TV. Yellow. What color is this? Orange. You know, there might be some kids sitting out there that are just learning your colors. You never know. Red. It's a good way to check your TV, isn't it? Green. And some blue. Wow, that looks more like a black, doesn't it? Well, does that look like a blue? Yeah, it does. That's the colors you've learned. You see, you have to be taught about color. Color has to be learned. If your mother tells you to go put on your blue dress or oh, look at that. That's the color bars they use in television. Yeah, this would be a good way to check your TV set. No, it's not going crazy, but that's a neat way to see if your colors match. For example, see where my hand here is? See, we've got blue here, there's yellow, and here's a green, and here's kind of a pinky red and an orange, and the blue on the far end. So you can tune your TV set, because from here on in, a couple things I'm going to show you, your TV may not give you the color that we're giving you because it's not tuned properly. Now, since you have to learn colors, it can be a problem. Look at this. Let me put this down here on that. Let me put this on top of the blue pad. Okay, this thing here, this is supposed to be red. Okay, that's red. Some people call it, well, it's red. If I put this here, that's red. Huh? It sure is. If I put this here, this can be red. This could be red. You call that red. But what we have here are pieces of felt that are different colors, but red's in it. You see, red is one of the basic primary colors. We're not going to go into that because you're supposed to know that. But anyway, it's red and blue. And what the, you know what the other one is? You find out. See, when someone says, go put on the red socks or something, you say, which ones? See, if you see these by themselves, they do appear to be red. You would say, red. For those of you who know something about color, you say, no, that's really purple. What's purple? Purple has got more blue in it than it has red, and that makes it purple. But you see, what makes it red to begin with? Your eyes will pick up color. If you want to know about the eyes, go to the encyclopedia, library, internet. But your eyes pick up the color, and it cancels everything out. It lets, excuse me, everything comes in and cancels the red. Well, that's something you can check into. But you see, we have to learn our colors. Some of these are even kind of orangey. And orange, of course, is doing something else that's more red with yellow and not so much blue. But see, color is what you've learned, and now they got, what, so many, fuchsia and flamingo pink and who knows what. But a long time ago, things were so simple. Red was red. Now here I have a little fluorescent light. Let me turn it on. Ta-da! Fluorescent light. I know you've had plenty of opportunities to work. Let me move it back. You've had plenty of opportunities to work with paints. You know, painting, you mix the blues and you mix the reds and, you know, you mix your paints. But let me show you something I got. Look at this. Here's my fluorescent light. I'm going to put, yeah, that's what I'm going to show you. Look at that. It's got the name of a company on it. Have you ever gone someplace with your parents where they try to pick out the color wallpaper? The color paint they want for the wall, carpet? Well, they got these little samples. And boy, I'm telling you, they guard these. You go to the stores and say, do you have last year's samples that I could have? And most of the time, no, because they like to sell them. I was able to get a hold of these little samples, little doodads here. But let me put it down here in front of my fluorescent light. This is really neat. Now I'm going to start with yellow. There, you can see that yellow, can't you? See it? Now I'm going to bring up the yellow and bring down some blue. See the blue? Isn't that neat? Now we'll go back up, come down with the yellow. You see the yellow up here. Now watch what happens when I put blue and yellow together. It's supposed to be green, or what do you kids call it? You know, aqua green, sky blue, shallow water, bay water. You know, it's so many different colors, it's hilarious. But you see, with light, you can mix colors. Now, instead of going through every one of these in here to try to find them for you, I already went ahead and picked out these few here. Now, look at this one, see? Let me get this out of our way. This is red, and there you can see the yellows over here. When you put red and yellow together, you actually get a form of orange. I'm going to bring it up above the light so you can see it a little better. See it? There's actually a color. There it is down there at the bottom. See it? You can see the orange. Isn't that neat? This fluorescent light kind of does some neat things here for us. I used to put these inside of a slide projector. And then I was preparing for this lesson here. I was thought, well, I got this fluorescent light. Why don't I do that? So I used to stick this in a projector, one at a time, then put the two in the time, and I project it on the wall. And of course, when you're working with a lot of kids, you know what you get, don't you? Ooh, ah. But anyway, you can paint colors with light. Maybe you've had a chance to go different places where they have theatrical lighting, and all of a sudden there's a blue spotlight, and then it goes red. Well, they call it theatrical gels, and those theatrical gels are very special because they can take heat. These would melt very quickly, but theatrical gels are made specifically for that. Now there's our blue pad. How do you know that's blue? Well, because your TV is telling you blue. What's underneath it? If you have any questions or need to get a hold of me or just find out all the different programs that we offer, I'm on American Online. You can either do it through the email or a website, whichever you please. And of course, at the end of this program, you will see that we have, it's coming loose, that we have a post office box that you can get a hold of for us. Well, now, I know this is only the second program, but maybe you've had still some thoughts about going off to a photo shop where they repair these things. You know that some cities, they actually have the home office or the corporation that actually builds these things and manufactures and sends them out. If you happen to be blessed with someone like that, what a great opportunity for you to go down and see what you can find out. I got a word I want to throw at you: diffraction. Diffraction is one of those optical illusion type things. Last July 4th, when you bought your fireworks, they gave you a special glasses. And these glasses look like rainbows when you look through them. And these are called diffraction glasses. And what they do is, I'll show you what to say, they have cut lines on here. And the lines act like little prisms. And those little prisms actually will spread the light out just like rainbows of color. Now let's see if we can pick it up here. I don't know if you'll get any. Yeah, see it in there? Just a little bit here and there. I'll tell you, when you put these on, you have rainbow colors everywhere. So that's what diffraction is. Now you can buy these science toys that have a little tube you look through, diffraction, and it simply just makes rainbows. I like to call that a poor man's prism. See, a prism makes beautiful rainbows. Diffraction grating does it by scratching the lines on a piece of film, and you get to see it that way. Optical illusions. Here's one. Look at this one. It seems like they can't decide what they want to do here. We've got sort of a reddish color and a green color, and you put them on your face. Now, why would anybody want to walk around with a pair of glasses with a red or green or blue? Not too many people want to walk around with a pair of glasses like that. And that, see, they go on like this. That's why it never became popular. Got any idea what I'm talking about? What happens when you do that? I know we can't see it because this television isn't set up for it. But this is three-dimensional. See, when you look through here, they make these different colors. See? And then when you put this in front of it, the red cancels the red, the blue cancels the blues, and because of that, it makes a 3D effect.